What's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. It's your boy Town Biz. All right, you guys. So peep game. All right. So Darius Acuff Jr. signs a deal with Reebok, and he's going to be mentored by Allen Iverson. So I think that's a really good move. And he basically broke down why he decided to sign with Reebok instead of the other companies, because he felt that Reebok was the best company for him. And he said basically he didn't want to follow a wave of going to Nike, like pretty much where everybody else prefers to be signed to. And I feel like Reebok is going to put a major marketing campaign behind him. I think after a couple of years, he's going to have his own signature shoe with Reebok. And I think this kid is the goods. I think he could be the steal of the draft. Listen, I know you got Boozer, Demanza, and a few other people. To me, a lot of people are saying this is one of the best drafts in a while. They're saying this is one of the best drafts since the 2003 draft with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Carmelo Anthony. You know, so you never know. You never know. But looking at highlights of Acuff, I see some Allen Iverson in him, and I also see a little bit of Steph in him. And he's athletic, and he's standing at 6'3", 6'2.5", depending on the reports. Some have him listed at 6'2", some have him listed at 6'3". He's 19 years old, so in all likelihood, he could grow another inch or two, maybe even three. You just never know. He might have one of those growth spurs where he just grow like another. So, and looking at him, he's gonna be one of those. He's gonna be a two position guard. He'll be able to comfortably play both positions. He'll be able to play the one and the two, based off his shooting ability, and based off his ball handling skills. I think he's gonna be one of those dudes. He'll play both positions, like depending on who the matchup is against. So with that being said, I think he could be the steal of the draft. That's just real talk. I really believe that he could be the Steph Curry of this year's draft. Now, the reports have him going anywhere between 5, 6, 7. You never know, and depending on how far he gets, in March Madness, you never know if they cross the finish line, his draft stock could go up. But yeah, looking at Acuff play, yeah, he appears to be the goods. And looking at him, he already seems to be NBA ready. I'm not gonna say he's a can't miss, but he looks like he's gonna be a very good player for years to come, depending on him being able to stay healthy and whatnot. I know some people feel like Dallas should make a move towards him, but it's really going to come down, and Dallas is headed towards the draft in all likelihood. They won't get the number one pick. They better not get the number one pick 2 years in a row. But, with that being said, just looking at this kid play, yeah, I think he could be the steal of the draft. And due to the fact that he signed with Reebok, he said he didn't want to follow a wave. He's going to be mentored by Allen Iverson. I mean, that's as good as you can get. Allen Iverson is one of the greatest that ever played. Top 75 player. One of my favorite players growing up. So with that being said, let's see what happens with this young man. And he's from Detroit. So this your boy Town Biz. I'm out.